Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Alpujarras, which is going to be a 1 to 4 player game published by Dr. Fan Games. In this game, you're going to be trying to collect the most Durham by selling fruit and completing goals throughout the game. And the person with most Durham at the end of the game is going to win. Now let's go ahead down to the table here, and I'm going to give you a general idea how to play this game, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is Alpujarras. The objective of this game is going to be to have the most dirhams, which are going to be these silver coins by the end of the game. To earn dirhams, you're going to be growing different fruits and delivering them to the villages. You also earn dirhams from completing goals during the game, which you're going to have 4 goals that are going to come out during the game. Those are double-sided cards there, so there's up to 8 different goals that can be in a game, but 4 goals in a game. You also have these delivery cards here, and if you actually complete these, you'll get the value up on the upper left-hand corner here. You can also be selling fruits for money too. Lots of different things you can do. Players are going to take their turns moving their mules clockwise. So in the setup here, we're going to be placing out these track here, and this track's going to be sort of like a rondelle. You can move as far forward as you want, and the farthest person back is going to get the next turn. So you can get multiple turns if you're pretty far back, but you're not going to want to jump too far ahead. But you're going to move your mules along this track in a clockwise pattern all the way around, and when we place these out, they're going to be alternating from market to harvest to market to harvest to market to harvest all the way around, and it'll be different each game, and you have the start tile and the end tile. The player whose mule is farthest back, which we randomly set them out, will go first. And keep in mind, while we're going through this track here, there's going to be some rules for moving your mule. So let's say this green player is going to go. They can go as far as they want, but wherever they're going to go here, so let's say they go here, they're going to get the benefits on that space. And then the next farthest player back is going to go, and they can go as far as they want, but they can't go on the same place. Now the exceptions are going to be these market and harvest areas where there's enough spaces for each of the mules. And it'll be a first come first serve for getting the cool benefits that are at that space. But anyway, so I couldn't go here, but I could go anywhere back here or over here as far as I wanted to get those rewards. And that's basically how you're going to be taking your turns. Like I said, the furthest one back is going to go. So it is possible that you might have multiple turns in a row, which it can be pretty cool. So we're going to go over some of the spaces that you can hit. So some of the standard actions here are going to go here. And let's say that would be illegal. Let's say the blue mule, which is further back, would go here. You're going to perform what's on there. Now, if you see these little plus signs, so if you see this little plus sign here, and that one has 2 of them, you're going to get that benefit. And that benefit is going to be add a farmer. So when you add a farmer, you're going to add a farmer from your display into any farmland unless the action space has a specific color. Some of them are going to have like a specific color here, and then you have to go to that specific farm. So in this case, blue will be able to place out 2 farmers. So you can add up to 2 farmers in there. You could take, when you go there, so let's say blue went here, you can take a fruit from any of them in here. So let's say I took a cherry, so that'll go to blue. Then I'll say I have my second farmer that I can place out, and I can place this one out and get another fruit. Now, a couple rules for that. The fruit on the board is limited, so if there's no fruit available on there, placing your farmer will not gain you a fruit. So you have to keep that in mind of where you want to place these, and there's going to be reasons why you're going to be wanting to be in these areas. We'll go over in a little bit. And if you've placed out all your farmers, the add a farmer becomes move a farmer. So you can move a farmer from here, 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 whatever you want. One of the spaces that's available is going to be move a farmer, which is going to be this one with the little green arrow. In that case, you're going to simply move one of your farmers. There's going to be ones with these little blue squares on it. That's going to be irrigate. You'll take one of these irrigation tiles and you're going to place them along the board here. Whatever you cover over you get. So if I place it here, I'll get a money and 2 of these tokens here that I can use for other stuff throughout the game. If I place it here, I will be able to get one of those gears I could use later in the game, but then I also get to irrigate. So I get to pick a fruit and place in there and then place the fruit out and I get one of them. So that's pretty cool. So that's another thing you can do. All right, so the other one's going to be take a Noria. That's what these gears are called, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you can get a gear there that you can spend for other things later on. You can take dirhams. Dirhams are going to be right here, and that's going to be whatever numbers on there is how much you're going to take. And this one is going to be finally complete a goal. Now, if you complete a goal, you're going to look at these goal cards here and see if you complete any. If you complete any, you're going to place your farmer, and I'll only put one farmer per goal on here. You're going to place it to the farthest left you possibly can. So the first farmer here is going, the first person to complete a goal is going to get 3 money, 2 money, 1 money, and then an aura gear thing there. So you'll be able to complete a goal. If you can't complete any goal and you landed on that spot, you're going to get one of these here. And in a future turn, when you land on another completed goal, you can complete up to 2. Which is pretty darn cool. So other than that, there's only a couple other spaces on the board. There's going to be the market space, and there is going to be a harvest space. So the market spaces, if we take a look at right here, when you land on it, you're going to get the reward. So if your first one here, you're going to be able to take an irrigation towel. This one will be able to complete a goal. This one will get one of those Noria gear thingies, and this one won't get anything as this spot fills. Once you're here, you obviously can't move any farther forward because you're waiting for everyone else to catch up, and the person in the back will move forward. So these markets and these harvest places are ways of letting everyone catch up. So what do you do on the market spaces? Well, market spaces are marked with that icon there. Each market space is subdivided into those multiple spots, which you're going to get the bonus on it. You're going to get the bonus first. So you'll get the bonus, and then you're going to perform the market action. In the market action, you're going to be able to deliver fruits. So you may deliver fruits to earn a delivery token and or delivery card. You may only earn one of each per stop in the market space. So where you take your market action is going to matter. When in a market space, you may deliver one type of fruit to one village to earn one delivery token. So if I'm looking here, I can deliver, if there's a token available here, and I have a farmer here, so let's say a yellow farmer here, I can deliver one of these. And if I deliver one of these, I will gain points, one more, sorry, this is out of focus here, get this in focus here, one more than what was delivered. So this is 3 lemons to be able to deliver this, and I will get 4 money for doing so. So that's one thing I could do. I can get the delivery tokens. The other thing I can do is I can take these delivery cards. And this one here, I deliver a lemon and an orange, and I get 2 money. So those are the 2 different things you can do for that market action. Now, one thing I will mention too is when you're delivering these fruit over here, you're also going to get a bonus. And the bonus is going to be potentially if your fruit that you're delivering, so in this case it was a lemon, I wouldn't get anything, but if I delivered an orange, I would have got 2 money. And then what will happen is, regardless of what happens there, your fruit will move all the way to the end that you sold. In addition to that, the first person to deliver fruit to one of the areas here, like say this region, will get the bonus. So the first person will get 2 money here. This will flip over. The next person will get 1 money, and then this goes away. So the first 2 people will get bonuses in each of these regions as the game goes by. So that is really quick in a nutshell how you're going to be doing the market space. The other space is called the harvest space. Now the harvest space is going to be a little different. Oh, one thing I did need to remind you on is when you actually sell these for the fruits, so I gained that through, and I have to lay a farmer down. Now that farmer now is no longer usable in the game, but it showed that I delivered fruits to those, so I got that bonus. But keep that in mind that you're going to be losing farmers when you do that market action. And they won't be able to be used in the harvest action if they're laying down. Now the last thing you can do is the harvest action. The harvest action is really cool because you will be gaining fruits in an area. And what that's going to do is you're first going to get the primary action, whatever bonus that you got on here. And then after you gain your bonus there, you're going to do the harvest action. And the harvest action is going to give you 1 primary fruit from the supply for each farmland where you have the most the most farmers. The primary fruit of the farmland is indicated by the sickle icon next to the fruit field. So the primary icon here is going to be the lemon. So that's that. It's also the color of that land there too. So it'll help you out with that. So if you're playing for a 3 to 4 player, ties count in your favor, but 2 player, you have to have more farmers than your opponent. So you have to keep that in mind. So player count doesn't matter if you end up having ties for resolving that. And that basically in a nutshell is the harvest action. Now, one of the things is gear or Noria that we're collecting on here. You can spend, and spending these Norias give you different actions on here. Like this one here, if you spend 5, you're going to get to place a farmer and get 3 money. 4, you're going to place a farmer, get 1. 1 or 3 of them, you're going to be able to place a farmer. 2, you'll get to move a farmer. And the last one there, you get to return 1 fruit to take 1 fruit from the supply. So you can just swap your fruits if you need to in the game. And that's doing the Noria. All right, that's how you're going to be playing the game through your turns in here. The game's going to end when you get to the end tile here. Once you get to the end tile, you're going to be able to pick which spot you go to. Probably going to be the one that gives you money. And then all these spots will allow you to do 1 last market action and 1 last completion of a goal. Once everyone has made it to this spot, the game will end, and the person with the most money at the end of the game will win. Now, ties are pretty easily broken in this game too. Whoever's on the most valuable money slot at the end of the game will win too. So whoever took the 5, 3, or 1 in a tie will win, depending on where it's at. So, okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my final thoughts on Alpujarras. All right, so that was Alpujarras. Now, Alpujarras component quality is really good. I love the big wooden chunky pieces that you get in the game, just like any of the other Dr. Finn games, and I love the art in there of the game itself. They have pretty unique art in the Dr. Finn games line, and I really appreciate that, and unique themes. You don't see these type of themes in a lot of board games that are out there, so I do appreciate that also. Gameplay for the game is really good. I like that rondel style movement on there where you're going to move as far as forward as you want, but notice that the person farthest back always gets to go next. So sometimes that player gets multiple turns and whatnot. So what is your strategy? How far do you want to move ahead to secure the things that you want to get? Lots of things to think about in this game, and a lot of different strategies that it can take on. And the fact that the game board changes every game too really helps out with replayability. Overall, I think this is a very solid game, and it has a good bit of replayability in the game. So if you liked what I went over with the overview for the game, I would highly recommend checking out this game, and that's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching.